And now, your chief leaderologist, Lou Hughes, with your 5-day forecast.
Hello, this is Lou Hughes, your chief leaderologist in Houston, Texas. Look, I'm excited to be with you once again. This time we are going to talk about the 5-day forecast, which of course calls for sunny skies. We are going to get into the 3 levels of growth in your belief system. I think you're going to love this. There are 3. We're going to get into it, but you know I got to start out with the story. As always, take a listen to this one. This is a good one. Now, there once was a man who had a dream. It was not an ordinary dream. He got visited by 3 warriors in the middle of the night. Now, the first warrior, we'll call him Fateful. Now, he was proud. He was always bragging about how he confused people. They didn't even know what they wanted to do. He had them wrapped around his finger. He would discount their purpose. I mean, he even made them think they didn't have any direction. He confused them. And you know what? They weren't even unaware. Why? Because he killed their spirit through fate. He did them in because he made it believe that life was just merely fate. And they had no recourse and they couldn't do anything about it. Well, as you would have it, the man went to sleep. He woke up. He was like, oh my goodness, what was going on? And then he said he had another visit by another warrior. Now this warrior, he was different. He was called Fearful. And he was even more bold. He said, look, I only lost 1 fight and I lived to tell about it. I killed so many people, giving them knowledge that they knew nothing about. They even thought they knew what they wanted to do, but guess what? They couldn't achieve anything. Why? Because I had them bound. I had them bound by fear. They couldn't do anything. They were so afraid of taking chances, taking any type of responsibility, that they would just rather do nothing. They were worried about how much it was going to cost them, how much it was going to cost their family, like what was going to happen around the next corner. That he bound them by fear. Well, the man, of course, he went back to sleep, woke up startled, but he said, oh man, let me go ahead and try this one more time. This time he had a dream about a Mandingo warrior, a supreme being, a guy who had it all together, never lost a fight in his life, and his name was Fateful. Oh yeah, Fateful was undefeated. He said, I whooped Fateful twice, I whooped Fearful once, he never wanted to come back. I'm the man. And because I know I got the victory, I act like it, I talk like it, I live like it, I got the passion, I got the purpose. Every single day I'm living like I got it made. Because you know what? I already know I got it made. I'm moving closer to my goal. Why? Because I got faith. And a warrior with faith can't be beat. And I tell you that dream because this man woke up refreshed, revitalized, and from that day, he has never looked back on anything because why? He's always had the faith. This is Lou Hughes with the 5-day forecast for the 3 levels of growth in changing your belief system. And the first thing that I want you to do this week is you got to oppose fate. You got to identify at least one thing. I'm just asking you to do one thing that you wanted to do. Knock the dust off the idea or dream and start the process of research, or at least write down what you must do first and then start. I want you to do the direct opposite of nothing, and that means I want you to do something. Please don't leave it up to fate. Again, faith without works is dead, so let's do something about it. We got to start today. Now, the second thing in the 5-day forecast, you have got to overcome your fear. I mean, the best way to overcome fear is to move. You got to take a step and move. You must take action. I want you to spend at least 15 minutes every day. That's not a lot of time. 15 minutes every day for the next 5 days working on your idea or dream. I want you to make it the first thing that you do in the morning. This is a challenge to you, but make it the first thing that you do. If you got to get up 15 minutes early, that's all I'm asking you. Get up 15 minutes early of your day. Set the alarm and work on your dream. I want you to overcome your fear. And the best way to do that, like I said, is you got to take a step. You got to move. Now, the third thing you got to do, you got to organize that foundation. I'm telling you, if you don't have a good foundation, everything else is going to fall down. You got to map it out, from what you want to accomplish in the next 3 months, you got to make it reasonable. For example, if you want to lose weight, you got to make sure you change your diet for the next 3 months to support the exercise program. You got to make sure what you implement will be something that you can do and not allow you to turn back. You got to write it down and carry it with you. So what I'm asking you to do is build a foundation on things that you know that you can do each and every day. I already told you to spend 15 minutes every single day. Well, the next thing you got to do is you got to make sure you're tracking the results and map out what you want to do for those 15 minutes. Because guess what? If you don't organize the foundation, again, faith without works is dead. We have to maintain progress, and the best way to do that is to start building those building blocks that's going to support that house that you're about to build. And you got to be obedient to faith. That's number 5, and I'm telling you, the only way to be obedient is to keep moving. Again, I said faith without works is dead, but you got to keep going. You got to understand that it's a process, and faith without works is dead. And what that truly means is you got to understand you can't fail. You should realize that you must keep the faith. The best way to keep the faith is to believe that it has already happened. The best way to do this is to make sure you are preparing for the blessings each and every day. Now, you want an example of being faithful? Look, before my wife was pregnant with our first child, they said we'd never have children anyway. We were trying all the time. My wife would literally walk around. She'd walk around pregnant. And I used to say, what's wrong with you? I thought she had a problem. You know, she believed, she had the faith. She bought baby food, she bought diapers. I mean, I really thought something was wrong with her. But at the end of the day, it wasn't until she said, Lou, the reason why we're not pregnant is because you don't believe. And you know, that hit me hard. It hit me hard because at that moment, although I thought I was the one that was more faithful, more off in the church, you know, we were on the board of the church, we were doing things active in the church, I realized she was right. I didn't have the faith like she did. And 2 weeks later, we were pregnant. And we had our first son, Gary, who's 9 now. And I'm going to tell you, it's truly been a blessing. The reason why I share that with you, because to my wife, faith was just a part of the process. She was acting it out, she was praying it out, and she was shouting it out. Even upstairs in our bedroom, she would say, oh, I'm pregnant, as if it was already done. Now look, the 5-day forecast calls for sunny skies. As always, I want you to make sure you take action this week. And remember, failure is an inside job. People are never your problem, and effort is between you and you. I'll see you next time. Lou Hughes, Chief Leaderologist, signing off.